All right, Sebring, race 4 of season 2 for Porsche Cup. This is the Porsche Open, so this is where um, drivers are able to change the settings on their cars and such. I'm still just running the fixed. I'm in the 22 car, and with a qualifying time of 2:04 016, I find myself starting in 4th place. And yeah, so I'm ready to get going in this race. And I get off to a pretty decent launch here, like right away. Kind of leaping forward. My intention is to get to the inside of the track, as usual, to avoid trouble. I'm able to do that and find myself in 2nd place. Going down the straightaway here, I've got this guy on the inside to my left, number 16. And he takes that, I take 3rd, and we start moving up ahead of the rest of the pack. And I'm pretty excited with the launch that I've gotten here, and I'm pretty excited with how far I'm doing. In practice before this, I was setting low 203s, so I'm thinking things are going to be great. I've got in front of me Paul, who is pretty quick, and I'm just going to try to trail him, and if I can get a leap on him, that would be great. But ideally, if I can settle in a 2nd or 3rd place, I highly doubt I'll be able to beat Florian in 1st place. He was setting qualifying laps in the 201 range, but we'll see what happens. I'm giving it my all. You know, I'm going to make a few mistakes in this race, as you'll see. I've got these two behind me really pushing. And they are about a half-second gap behind me. Turn 15 and 16, the tricky one if you don't get it right. I do okay on this exit. Swing a little wide into the dirt, giving up some ground to Paul in front of me. I'm now about 1.2 seconds, 1.3 behind him. I lose a couple tenths by making that mistake. The two guys behind me are battling, so I'm hoping that slows them up a little bit as I try to make this work here. I do pretty good in this turn. I see that guy goes really wide. Joel behind us goes really wide, so I gain some time on him. I gain some time on Gabriel right behind me because I'm doing pretty good at that turn. I'd had a number of practices where I thought I was doing really well. I'm going to make a couple mistakes there later too, as you'll see. Entering lap 2, I get a great turn 1. Pushing into turn 2 and 3. You see right there that Paul went off behind me. So now I find myself in 2nd place with Gabriel about a second behind me. And I'm thinking, let's just try to catch up to Florian or keep up with Florian. If we can do that, the people behind me will be behind me because he is very quick. But Gabriel's quickly closing in on me, and that's making me quite a bit nervous. So I'm trying to tell myself the tires are warmed up at this point. Settle in, do your laps how you were doing them in practice, and you'll be fine. Gabriel swings a little wide there, losing a couple tenths. I open it up to a 1 second gap. And behind him is Joel. Joel overtakes Gabriel, and Joel seems like he is faster than Gabriel, so we'll see what happens. But I'm able to have about a 1.2 second lead here. But you can see in the distance, Florian is just opening up the gap. He's 4.5 seconds ahead. Joel is now half a second behind me, so I'm thinking, oh boy, you know, he is really quick. He's probably going to overtake me here, which is still going to leave me in 3rd place. So let's see how that works out. Ending up lap 2 here, hitting into turn 17, the long sweeping turn here. Again, I get a pretty good exit here. Pretty happy with that. Able to hit the accelerator right there, swing a little wide, but Joel is right on me, a tenth behind me. Pulls alongside, gets the side draft. I got to swing wide now. I can't use my normal turn because of that. So I slot in behind him. That's fine. I'm still in third. I'm going to try to keep up with Joel and draft off of him. It was a great pass on his part. Let's get a little nervous in those turns right there, 3, 4, and 5. I've spun out there a number of times, and just gotta be cautious. You don't want to hit the accelerator too soon there, cause the torque of the car to send your rear end out. Number 13 behind me, Gabriel's very close on my tail, and right behind him is Austin. So I'm concerned that if Gabriel passes me, I'm going to lose out to Austin as well. I need to just push on and catch up to Joel in lap 3 here. I actually get a little frustrated with Gabriel here. Like, he is, I don't know if that's where he tapped me, but at a certain point, oh, it's not him. There's another driver that's going to tap me at some point because he's just being overly aggressive. I think Gabriel's doing great. Need to nail this perfectly if I'm going to keep Gabriel off me, but he is right on me. And so down this straight is the best opportunity for him to pass. Still will make a great turn here in turn 17. It's just a lot better than I used to do. Normally I was losing a second there. Now I'm keeping pace with everybody, and Gabriel's not able to overtake me. Still in third place going into lap 4. He comes alongside me. I'm going to give him room rather than try to defend there, because that's going to just cause an accident if I try to defend right there. He had pretty much committed. Behind me now is Austin, who is right on my tail. So now I'm down in 4th position. If I'm looking at the trend, though, behind me is Austin, a 10th, and then behind him is Eugenio, about 3.5 seconds behind me. So even if I were to lose out here, I'm still holding off.
Way to go, Timothy. You fucked up our race right at the beginning. You turned right into me.
Yep. Pretty determined to try to keep Eugenio behind me. Not defending hard, but like just pushing hard. As we're in lap 4. Interestingly enough, when I show you this video, the thing not pictured in the replay is my rearview mirror, which I can see. So I can see who's right behind me. And I can see he's close on my heels.
Your mic works about as well as your driving does.
See, he gets a good run, but slides a little bit there, so I'm able to open up the gap to about 4 or 5 tenths. But I also feel like we're kind of leaving the group behind us a bit, so if we can continue to do that. But here's where I make my first major mistake. I swing way wide. I miss my braking line, brake way too late there. So I'm just going to be cautious, let him pull ahead of me. Just one of those things. I'm so angry at myself for missing that turn right there, and then my second mistake right there, sending me off the track. So like one compounds into another in these cases. You have to be able to recover from the first mistake and just, as Ted Lasso says, be a goldfish and forget about it and move on. But man, it really stuck with me right there. However, the two behind me, Eugenio and Pedro, are battling pretty hard with each other. And so I'm hoping that's going to slow them up just a little bit.
Yeah, Sandra, stop. Are you fucking retarded?
These guys.
absolute clown.
Let's just turn off the audio. There's no point in even hearing that. Okay, so still in lap 5. I am down to 5th place from 2nd to 5th. I've been passed by faster drivers, very fair and square. I've made mistakes that have opened up the gap to causing the faster drivers to pass me. And the reality is, like, I'm feeling pretty good about the way I'm racing. I feel aggressive enough. I just need to be faster. I just need the practice to be faster and not make mistakes. My pace here is actually not too bad. So far, I haven't set anything blistering. I'm in the 205s. You know, tank is full of fuel. Florian, the first place sitter's at a 202.4. So is Rodrigo in 8th position. He's set at 202. So these guys are fast, and you know, I sometimes wonder if I belong up here in this position. But as I've moved through this, I see that the drivers behind me have dropped back to a 2nd, so I'm making pretty good pace. If I can get this turn done correctly, which I do okay here, I lose a little bit of time to what I should have been able to slingshot myself out of there a little better. But still progressing. Again, you see the two behind me battling pretty hard. That is slowing them down. So that is okay with me. And now you've got a third person in the mix, Rodrigo. And so those three are fighting, which is, again, absolutely fine by me, because that is allowing me to just keep pace. And try to focus on getting up to Austin in front of me, who's about a 1.5 seconds in front of me. So I shift my thinking here and stop worrying about the guys behind me so much and start worrying about trying to catch up to Austin in front of me. But even as I think that, the battle behind me is kind of loosened up already a little bit, and Eugenio is coming up and making 2/10 at a time, catching up to me. I just have to nail these turns perfectly to keep him back there. Pretty good through here. Decent through here. Could have done it a little faster. And he has now gained another 2/10 on me. He's less than a second behind me. Again, miss my braking line a little bit there. Go a little deeper than I want to, but I'm able to correct that a little bit. All 4 wheels leave the track at one point, but I'm able to correct that and keep going. They are still 8/10 behind me, but again, I've drawn Rodrigo and Eugenio into battle again with each other. I don't get the best exit out of here like I wanted, but those two behind me, I'm hoping they hold each other up. But Rodrigo gets a great pass done on Eugenio, and boy, is he quick. I recognize going into this area, he is right on my tail, and I'm fully expecting that he's going to send it down the inside line. I probably should have, rather than focused on my regular lines, taken the inside line here. He does a great pass here. I slot in between the two of them. And now I'm in 6th place with Eugenio right on my tail. Eugenio tries to take the inside there. I'm able to keep him out. I'm defending hard. He taps me there, making me almost lose control of the car, but I'm able to regain control. Now I'm trying to let my temper flare because I don't think it was intentional, but man, I was frustrated that he had hit me right there. Nearly cost me the race right there. One car goes off the track as we come around the corner here, so I'm back up into 5th place. Eugenio is right behind me in 6th place. but I've opened up about a half-second gap to him. Meanwhile, Rodrigo in front of us is pulled away to about a second and a half. I do a pretty good job this time of keeping my line, pushing it. Pretty happy with how I handled turn 17 there, but Eugenio's still half a second right behind me. So I'm definitely in danger. I've fallen into his clutches here. Need to make this perfect. Hug the left wall here in fourth gear. Hit the accelerator right here. Slingshot around. Eugenio swings a little wider than I do, so I'm able to keep. I actually gain a tenth there. Making my way through the tricky 3, 4, and 5 turn. Again, if you slightly overcorrect there, you're going to lose it. Still holding him at bay about a half second. I've already been hit by him once here, so I'm a little bit on the concerned side. He's going to hit me again. He tries to go on the inside again, isn't able to pull that off. I take the outside here. He goes too fast. I'm able to do the switch back, cut back to the inside, and take that position back. Feeling really good about how I just pulled that off. We're in lap 8. Handle this turn really well. He's still a half second behind me. Now, this is what I will say. I'm really enjoying the race. Like, the drivers I'm racing against, it's fun. You know, while people are driving aggressively, that's to be expected. I mean, it is a race. But I am not... I'm not feeling like anybody's reckless at this point. I think even when Eugenio hit me earlier, it was tight racing, and I braked, and he just didn't brake as soon, or wasn't. He needs to brake a little earlier on those takes. I come down this line. Those two are battling. I'm hoping that they're going to have a problem because they're battling. It is slowing them down. I'm gaining tenths as they fight, but Pedro takes it from Eugenio, and now I'm dealing with Pedro behind me. It was a great pass on Pedro's part. But now I'm almost a second ahead of these two. You can see them still fighting back there, so hopefully that's going to cause them some difficulty, slow them down a little bit. And it sure is. They're 1.1 seconds, 1.3 behind me now. It is slowing them down to be dealing with each other. We are in lap 9. I am feeling really good about how things are going. Even though I've lost, out from second place to 5th, the drivers in front of me are clearly pulling away. They are much faster. And, more power to them. They've done a great job. 9 of 13 laps. I am a second ahead of Eugenio behind me. 1.2 seconds ahead of him. Just need to hold him off for 4 more laps. Maybe I'm a little too cautious on that turn, but absolutely do not want to swing wide. I'm able to hit the accelerator and just take off. I'm still 1.2 seconds ahead of him. Feeling really good about that. Need to nail this turn. Turn 1 perfectly. Drop down into 4th gear right past the mobile sign. Swing tight to the wall here. Hit the accelerator. Still able to keep on the track full throttle. In 5th gear, dropping down to 2nd. Around these corners. Again, the tricky 4, 5, 6. Doing pretty well. Eugenio a second behind me. He swings a little wide. He's going to lose a tenth there. Into the hairpin. Pedro leaps forward, nearly causing an accident, threads the needle between the two of us, goes off track. Eugenio is now unleashed. He can go as fast as he needs to go. Pedro has fallen way back to 8th place. Behind Eugenio is now Austin. Now, in front of me, Gabriel has gone off the track and has slowed me down as I came around the corner. I'm trying to get the move done on him. I'm able to do it right here, very close. I'm hoping he holds up Eugenio behind me because I've already lost pace to Eugenio, but Eugenio is able to make that pass as well. So now I'm really under threat. Like, he has slowed me down enough. Eugenio goes to the inside, and here's the thing. Let's pause it here for a second. The inside turn here that he is trying to take is difficult at the best of times. I'm going to give him room to make this turn and let him by, as we see. And now I'm being cautious. Now you see how he just bounced there. Here is the second part of that turn. He's already bounced, so he's correcting for that. He's slowing down, and he's going to hit the accelerator a little too hard. And he starts to slide. And I get excited because if he's sliding, now's my chance to take that back. And he slides, and I do too. I do too. I blow it. Oh, man, I blow it so bad. I'm so upset at myself because I have nobody to blame but myself. The reality is I got too excited when I saw him start to have his accident. I punched it and did exactly what he did, handing Gabriel my position. He didn't hit the wall as hard as I did. I tried to get back in the race, but I am too damaged. I need to go to the pits at this point. There are only 3 laps left in the race, but as far as I'm concerned, my race is over. There are 6 minutes of repair, 6.5 minutes of repair. This race is over for me. So what did I learn? Well, a number of things. One, I was very happy with how I was performing up until lap 10 there. I was very, very happy with the way things were going. I feel like I've gotten faster at this track. A track that still not my favorite, but it's grown on me a bit. I have learned that, not to get overly excited. I learned a little bit about defending. I was super happy when I got overtaken, how I was able to take the position back on the undercut. Overall, listen, yeah, am I out of the race? I am. I got a lot of laps in, though, so I don't lose too many points. I wind up losing a number of iRacing points. I only have 4 incident points in the race, including the accident that I caused for myself. So let's take a look at what that means results-wise. I started in 4th place. I wind up in 15th place, unfortunately. A number of drivers clearly DNF'd for me to wind up there. I only took 4 incident points. So I do lose 19 I rating, which is counter to what I'm trying to do. I lose no safety rating because I didn't have that many incidents, as well as the fact that I was I was driving smooth and I got a number of laps accomplished. There's a formula based on the number of turns you do and the number of incidents you have that calculates out this point. So I did enough that I didn't really lose any safety rating, but again, that's not really my focus. The major disappointment for me is starting in 4th place, which I was pretty excited about. It sure made the start of the race a lot easier, but ending in 15th. And, but again, I told Florian, Joel, and Rodrigo here, who were the top 3 finishers of the race over the radio, hey, great race. These guys did a great job. And, the guys I was racing, it was a lot of fun. At a certain point, what happens is Paul appears in front of me here. So there he is right there. He just had an accident to take him out of the race as well. So I said, oh, hey, welcome to the pits, Paul. Overall, a great race, a lot of fun. Didn't get the result I wanted, but I did I did have a great bunch of learning and a whole lot of fun. I didn't feel like my time was wasted. So that's race 4. Hopefully we do better in race 5. I'm going to work on the Porsche Cup fixed races primarily, and they kind of intersperse every hour. One is an open, one is a fixed. I prefer the fixed, so we'll see how that goes next time.